Right boys, so today we have FUT Draft on the cards. Basically what I'm going to be doing is showing you guys my general improvements and ideas that I want brought to the actual game mode. Like for me, FUT Draft kept the game alive for a long majority, and then halfway through, or 3/4 of the way, they decided to make some changes to the game mode, I felt, and it was just awful, like unplayable at times. It was so open in defense and I really didn't like it. Then pack weight as well just wasn't that great, so I decided to stop playing it. So I'm hoping they do make a few tweaks here and there, and overall, like if you've got anything that you want to input in the comment section, let me know, maybe 1 or 2 ideas that you want brought to the game. And if you do enjoy this content, drop a like. If you're needing Ultimate Team coins, head over to FIFAUltimateTeamCoins.com, links below in the description. Use that code Fuji, get yourself a discount, or if you are wishing to purchase games, head over to G2A and also use that code Fuji. So first off, I wanted to talk about like the entry fee, like basically just the option on how we can actually enter the draft. With FUT tokens, I quite like that idea, but really they need to up the token weight, because I probably pulled 6 or 7 in the whole of FIFA 16, which is terrible because I've opened a lot of packs, and yeah, just the pull rate weight and the return is just awful. Secondly, they need to bring the price down on like just FUT Draft in general. Like 10,000 coins I think would be more than enough. Maybe even 5k would be cool, but 10,000 coins I think is realistic. Then we have the option to actually play a free draft, so no rewards you get at the end, just basically playing the games. That's where you're going to be getting the coins from, and just the enjoyment of actually making the draft itself. It's not so much playing the games, it's just seeing who you get, which would be pretty cool. And then another bonus thing which they could in fact add, and that could allow us to enter FUT drafts with our FCC points, which you know you get for playing the game, and that actually carries over from previous FIFAs. I've got about like 70,000 or whatever, so I think if they made that maybe like a 5k entry fee, it's really expensive, so you wouldn't be able to do it too many times, but it just rewards those players that have actually been playing the game for just over the years really. So yeah, let me know what you think about the entry fee. Would you like them to lower it, up it in fact? So yeah, drop in the comment section. So a lot of the time you enter FUT draft with coins, you'll build an awesome team, go to play a match and get kicked out in the first game, which is actually annoying and also just ridiculous how EA are going to be charging you 15,000 coins and you're just going to get kicked out. So personally for me, I don't think that they should have sort of a knockout tournament system. They should completely revamp this and have it so you get 4 opportunities to play the games. Every single game that you play, you basically get like a bonus towards the final reward. So even if you lose the first game, you have another 3 opportunities just to get that sort of percentage multiplier bonus where it's going to improve the packs at the end. For me, I think that would just benefit a lot of the players and maybe in fact give them an incentive to come and play, because if you're not like the best of players, losing in the first game of FUT draft, like I've done it myself, like I think the actual seeding is really bad, and at times I come up against like really good Division 1 players, and then like the final game will be easier than the Division 1 game for some reason. So I don't know, maybe there's some errors here and there, but for me, I think that would be a much better system. How sick would it be if EA took FUT draft to a whole new level and they brought in fantasy FUT draft or fantasy draft, whatever you want to call it? So basically they can either host lobbies, because I know on FIFA 10 and 11 they did like online play, so you could just go in and pay, basically it's like be a pro, but with that like you could use real teams. So I think it would be awesome if they hosted either lobbies, or you could do it with your friends where 4 people could enter, or they could even expand it and bring in like an 8 selection sort of a team. So you would go into a FUT draft, 1 person at random would be given the option to choose that formation, then everyone would have to use that formation, and then basically you go through the picks together. So depending on who gets randomized first, you take it in turns to pick your players, and then whoever's left with the worst one, it's just a bit of fun really, and you could go into a knockout stage. That'd be awesome. I think I'd personally really enjoy that. Let me know your thoughts. I think it's just an idea that I've thrown out there. It would need a lot of work to be implemented into the game, but I think it would just be so cool. So I've actually been asking for this tweak for a long time now. So when you're using a formation, for instance 4-3-2-1, so you have a right forward, if it gives you a selection of wingers and you pick someone that's a right wing, it should either automatically change, or at the end, so say for example like it's the same screen as the manager, you only get to pick 1, it should give you a position modifier screen as well, so you can take 1, but then they could be really overpowered. So for example like a CDM could be then changed to a centre back, or a right mid could then even be played as a striker. So it would just be like a novelty position change. They wouldn't actually use that in the normal play, but just FUT draft they could turn it into sort of an arcade style where you can just do what you want, and I think that would be just really good. So this next feature I wouldn't want abused, because the whole point of FUT draft is to do your best with what you've been given, and you need to really work out in your head what you want to do with your team. Otherwise, if you change it halfway through, you're just not going to get great chemistry. But with this feature, if they had like a reroll system, only one available during your whole FUT draft build. So if you really were like stuck on just being given like silver players or just overall like a poor selection, you could just flick the stick and it would re-roll to give you a new selection of players. I think that would just be a nice little addition. Or even, do you know what they should have as well? They should have like a silvers FUT draft as well, like specifically for people that like using silver players. And just, yeah, let me know your thoughts on that one. I think that's realistic and I would love that being included. So if you guys know me, you know that I like my stats, and I think they should actually try and expand the history page. So you know they show you like your best FUT draft and just overall pass completion. I think they should do it specific on the players that you've used in your FUT draft, so they could show you like overall pick percentage, how well you've done with those players, just the goals you scored, the assists, and just the ratio of how well they're doing for you. So that could maybe like persuade you to pick them again and just give you sort of a guideline and just help you with getting better at the game. And I think that's what they need to bring just to normal Ultimate Team as well, just to give us a little bit more variety. So with the FUT draft game mode, it's relatively new, and I just think they wanted to throw it out there to hear the response from the community, and it's been a great success. But when you start building your draft and you make that mistake of picking the wrong player, and I've done it so many times where I look back and think, oh, I wish there was an undo button, and they just should have it. You could press a button, undo your latest selection, and just carry on with your draft. I think that would improve it and just overall make it user friendly, because I've been raging at times when I know full well that I should have picked that certain player and I made the mistake. So the last improvement that I have for you guys is just overall better rewards. They should have packs where you have a guaranteed inform, you have like 90 plus rated player or 86, you have team of the week packs as well where you're guaranteed like a team of the week player, and just a better variety of just special packs if you do in fact win the draft. If they don't change like the structure of how the actual game mode works, so if you do get kicked out, I think you really do need to get rewarded for winning the 4 games, because like I was mentioning about like the seeding, I come up against like the first game, the second game, and they're really good players, so it does take a lot out of you to get to the final at times. So yeah, I just think that they should at least guarantee like a 15,000 coin back or 10,000 coins, however much it's going to be costing on FIFA 17. So let me know your thoughts on all of the ideas I've actually shown you in today's video. Please feel free to drop them in the comments, like some of the actual features that you'd like brought to the game. And overall, if you have enjoyed, drop a like, and I'll be seeing you later on tonight with a really nice squad build around classic Torres, if I can get that out tonight, and just some of the new transfers that have been released. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Team out, guys. Peace.